So price, once again, we come back to price, and it seems like it's really critical. I mean, it's always critical, of course, but even more so in this spring market. And one of the places we're seeing this play out is in your backyard, which is Glenview, Northbrook, not only where you work, but also live. And it's interesting, we look at selling price to original list price ratio and listings that experience price changes and those that don't. And we see a huge spread between homes where you have no price change, selling at something like 97, 98% of list, whereas homes with one or more price changes are selling like at 80, 85, 88% of list. So a huge spread in Glenview. And I think that just kind of like reinforces the whole pricing question.
Yeah, I think it was said earlier that it really is an inverse relationship. So typically, if your market time goes up, which would typically translate to more price reductions, you're probably going to get less for the house. So it's important to go on, really compelling price strategically.
One of the areas where you said there was a lot of inventory at the start of the quarter in Glenview in particular was $1 million to $1.3 million or $1.2 million to $1.3 million. What's happening now with that tranche?
Yeah, well, it's moving nicely now. So we've seen it just in March alone. We saw a huge decrease in the amount of inventory. In fact, 12 properties went under contract just in March, which is actually the highest we've seen in 2 years. So, back in 2015, 2016, that inventory just built up to a point where I believe we had about 23 months of inventory at one point.
So Bucktown is hot, Glenview is strong, but it's not exactly a walk in the park, right?
No, and I think we have to realize it's not a pure seller's market out there. I mean, there's still plenty of inventory, and even though there's multiple offers, sellers really have to be aware that they have to get that offer to the finish line. And it's very, very easy to get a little bit overconfident and then over-negotiate the deal. And if that deal blows out, there may not be another backup offer. And if you start from scratch, you're probably getting less money next time around.